The Quilt of the Night, a story of the sky. It was 9 p.m. Please, could you tell me a bedtime story tonight? 10-year-old Alice still craved Aunt May's bedtime stories like a little girl. Being a brilliant storyteller, Aunt May was very popular among her nephews and nieces. I'd be delighted, Aunt May said. Aunt May settled on the armchair and Alice settled on the footstool. She always sat on the footstool. Now it was uncomfortable for so old a girl, but Aunt May's stories made her forget it. Now, her aunt said, we can begin. I shall tell the story of the sky farther than the birds and the clouds. The sun is a giant moving fireball, where the flames sometimes turn into little spirits called fire haze. A fire haze once came to Earth and left some fire footprints. That's why there's fire on Earth. The dark night sky is actually a tide. It washes into the sky every evening, sweeping the moon and the stars with it. And because it's cold enough to put out the sun will go away in the night to bathe on the warm air on the other side of the world. The moon has little spirits on it too. The moon is a cool island, so the spirits on it are made of mist. They're called mist lilies and can float. Why did the moon change shape? Asked Alice, before realizing that this would baffle her aunt. But Aunt May was never one to be baffled. You forget that the night sky is a tide. When it's high tide, it gradually swallows the moon. The mist lilies can float, so they hover in the sky when the moon's completely under. And the stars, well, holding the stars were the angels, whether their skin was light, yellow or dark. In the middle was the majestic North Star, and its angel had blonde wavy hair just like yours, dear. Aunt May smiled that gorgeous smile of hers. Sometimes the angel drops the stars too. That's when the stars fall and form shooting stars. When she grabs the star and flies up again, the angel will clutch it tight in her hands, so no stars were seen rising. Ah, yes, I forgot to tell you about Nut. The beautiful girl sits in an impossibly tall tower, giving orders to the sky. She could send the sun crashing down with a wave of her wand. Luckily, she's a great ruler and doesn't do so. But Nut has an enemy. He tries to get control of the wand, to rule the sky, the terrible creature. Aunt May hissed. Alice shivered, imagining a dark demon with terrible claws and a blood-curdling scream. Oh no, laughed Aunt May, as if reading Alice's thoughts. The demon Alexia doesn't look evil. He seemed kind and tricked Minnie. Even his hard workers were disguised as bright young girls seeking for jobs for Nut. But Nut is smarter. She uses magic to suck the evil out of the girl, leaving only her kind self. The girl becomes good and turns into Nut's servant. Alexia sets a trap and wants to gain, but only loses. Well, I guess those two's war shall never end. Oh dear, is that the time already? Aunt May peered at the clock. "Story time over, Alice. Your mom will be calling you. Oh, I almost forgot." "I have a gift for you," said Aunt May. She came back holding a handmade quilt. Its design was simple, no more than a moon, a few stars and some clouds. But it was stitched with stories and threaded with love. Alice's eyes lit up. As she was tucked into the quilt, she felt as though the whole sky had wrapped around her, warming her. Aunt May started to sing a sweet song. "On a clear evening, I looked in the breeze, saw the moon and the stars shining in the tree. The star was so bright, it seemed to tell me, Go to sleep, little baby." On a clear evening, I looked in the breeze, saw the moon and the stars shining in the trees. The star was so bright, it seemed to tell me, Go to sleep, little baby."